Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Check 50, check 50.
37-yard line.
54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now it's Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 on the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Garoppolo is going to give this to Breida on the draw. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, I tell you, I thought either the scoreboard was wrong or I was wrong or both. But that was an attempt for a field goal on 3rd down, and it was no good as well.
And I'm trying to wrap what little brain I have around why this would be a good idea. But I cannot come up with a logical explanation for that one.
Yeah, well, my brain's smaller, so I can't either here. I don't know what they were doing.
Let's get the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Going deep for Benjamin. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Gun. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Benjamin's got it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On the move to his left. And an alley to run. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. To to the right side, and he's got more complete. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Defense wins championships, baby.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and now it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wilson throwing again. He finds Taylor, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, D-line.
Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Dancing to his left. He can hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 66 yards for him on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And this one is right through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. From the gun, it's Wilson. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. On first down, it's Taylor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Watch the slant. 19.
Here's Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On third down, Wilson. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 30 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, Wilson. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Powerful running. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Garoppolo now. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
21. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The give to Taylor. And an alley to run. 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's make these babies 21, 21.
Check, 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 check.
65, 65.
Now Garoppolo leaves for McKinnon on the draw. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80!
49. Double dog, that's the way.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Check 56. I smell fear in that offense.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor.
Check 26, check 26.
A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd and a couple. Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They're not ready for this, man. 14. They still playing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2.
Now Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
At the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. A good pickup there, 26 yards. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him.
On first down, Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. D. Ford, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
14.
Now Wilson going to throw deep for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The fly route works for the TD Brown.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
54. Mike, 54. Alert. Big series. Step it up.
Following a fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Second and 10 now from the 27.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Wilson to throw again. Forced out to his left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
Watch the screen. Hey. 54. Mike, 54. Hey, tight. Check 4.
Wilson letting one go deep for the end. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball, and here is the kicks away following that fumble return.
The Niners take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Pick up the ball.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Wilson on first down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
The Niners take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
56. Here we go, D, get off the field.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Check 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Nazir Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Nick Bosa on the
Got it.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. 3rd down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And Jennings has it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A nice little juke. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Garoppolo on first down. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. And it's second down.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Go ahead.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.